welcome back to D&G's Whole Gaming Let's Play Part 3. Hope you enjoy because we will. Oh, cool! What you're streaming? Oh wow! I'll pop in and I'll give you a... Oh! I lost my stream account. I'll have to make up a new one.
Oh, you've got on the phone? You've got on your phone?
No. I'll see what I can do and I'll pop in and I'll give you I'll around here, like, okay?
It's locked. I cannot enter.
I'm in your stream now, William. And can you hear me now? gives you a big, massive love from me.
Spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jones, greetings. How do we feel?
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep? There isn't a poor life needs saving somewhere?
Now, I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine. Damn. The pain.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
It's locked. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before. At the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Still standing after this epidemic. There's good reason to be proud.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, But in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Disgust on every street.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Utilizan.
I can't breathe! I don't want to die here! I want to see the sky! Feel the fresh air!
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
What sort of creature is this?
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. It's locked, all right.
in! open the door, sir.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're...
Good evening, my dear colleague.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me, just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You paid one way or another.
Imprisoned by your daily routine. Unable to see the true horror.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic.
Good,
Let me
that's
tell
right
you,
here.
this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
I've been touched by God's grace. I am perfectly healthy.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital?
I don't like...
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work? Are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fibre.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
already touched by grace.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest, although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town. My words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I will see you later. I'll leave you alone, sir.
Hi, Jessica. Oh, and
wanna do it?
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
This I'll have to do, I suppose.
What can Christina do for you?
What?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like
Christina
to
needs
ask
to
you a
get
few
fucked.
questions, if I may.
That's what you
I'm
need
a
to
doctor,
do.
Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though
All
I
right
usually
then, but
get
be
paid
quick.
when I open my mouth.
Russian is
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. but perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the
happy
nurses from Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
My mic's so shit at the moment.
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep him away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Did he say never cunt or never count?
These days, you can
Never
usually find
cunt.
him behind the church.
How it's pronounced?
What did?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
I will see you later. Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality.
I've got a question. Why the fuck what bag?
Did I try it out?
Focus chicken, focus chicken. Well, that works. Yeah, then I was under that fucker. Ah, thank you, Jessica. I really do appreciate it. I'm not always cursing. Past your bedtime, mister. Go to bed. Thanks, honey bun. Love you. What the fuck? See? I'm not the one that's cursing. Haha. No, mum. Well, I've got to show my love somehow. You're very welcome. I don't mind popping in. If I'm not too busy cleaning a flat or anything, then. So what, like, what the fuck's going on with
Not
him?
exactly a treasure chest. A battered box, some knickknacks,
Nah.
and a letter.
No, I'm the crazy one. Tell them to come my way and I'll have their lives. In a good way, though. Not in a bad way. In a good way. She's losing people and she don't fucking realize it. Why? Because she's a bitch. Of course she's being too controlling. She's a dirty little bitch.
Good quality.
They didn't have to say the word. I pronounced it, but I didn't say it.
Spell it and didn't say it. No, it just doesn't matter.
Oh, well, you know what I meant. I wouldn't dare be a slave to that bitch. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, I ain't no anyone's fucking slave. Do you know what I mean? Apart from your slave, yes. But I ain't no fucker else's slave. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't dare do what she tells me to do. I'd made personally, I'd tell her where to go. Take a fucking hike on your bike, pet. Literally. I'm sorry, but she's just a really bitch. Really bitch? She's just a big B-I-T-C-H. I'll happily say it. Happily say it.
What? She's a bitch?
She's a person that likes to control people, and I think it's very, very wrong what she's doing.
So she's a psycho.
No, she tries to control people on our YouTube.
Yeah.
If they don't do what she says, it's just like, yes, he's my slave, he's my bitch.
Not bad.
Check on your map. Well, no wonder she's losing the subscribers. No wonder she's not getting a watch time. No wonder she got kicked off Twitch. Oops, did I let that one out? Oh my god, really? Now look, come spy on mine. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell her like it is. You got kicked off Twitch. Why? Cause you're using a what is it again? And it's something to do with her name?
So she's using a YouTube name on Twitch, but you signed a contract saying that she wasn't using a YouTube name. And when it came on YouTube that she was using her name, it got leaked all over Twitch, and she got banned from Twitch.
Now me, see, my Twitch name's a little bit different from my YouTube name. Just a wee little bit. Oh look, my Irish is coming out.
Yeah, but it doesn't be it's not her actual YouTube name. She actually used her actual YouTube name. But she's had 2 accounts banned from Twitch though.
So obviously you know she went on Twitch, right, Chris? Yes, she has been banned from Twitch. Because she was using her YouTube name when she signed a fucking contract saying she wasn't using her YouTube name. Guess what, bitch? Turns out you were. You've been banned from fucking Twitch. Everyone knows when you do Twitch, you do not use the same name as your YouTube name. Even I know that. That's why I've tweaked my name up a little bit.
It was the Firebird one or something?
The Firebird one, it's the same name as she's got on her new YouTube. I've got people. I've got people. That's all I'm gonna say. I've got people. But obviously I don't want to mention no names, do you know what I mean, hon? But yes, she has been banned from Twitch. That's why she's back on YouTube. Silly bent. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's her fault. Not literally. It's back on YouTube. Ugh, great, we're gonna put up with her bullshit again. Yes. If you signed a contract with, even I've signed a contract, and I tweak it up a little bit. My god, shit, fuck, what do I do? So, silly bastard's been banned from Twitch. Yes, it is, Jessica. Yeah, that's why, yeah, you're right, that's just starting another channel.
Now, is it Firebird that you've got on a channel?
A new one, yes, I think so.
Yeah, well that's when she's using Twitch. In YouTube, I mean, everything, if she hits the 1K followers, she ain't getting paid. She's got to get to 4K if she wants to get paid off YouTube for that one.
Because one get, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just you to me. It's just basically using people.
But when she used it on Twitch, YouTube changed the rules for her. If she doesn't get to 4K, she doesn't get paid. And I think she's got to have over 10,000 views.
10,000 more time.
Yep, to also get paid for that as well.
I'm sorry, but the silly bastard never learns. She never learns. Yeah? What? Because the silly cunt was paid off YouTube, plus she was doing fucking Twitch. So, when YouTube found out, they blocked everything. Silly ain't getting paid no more. So it doesn't matter how many content you put there, Tina, you will not get paid. Why? For what you fucking did. You use your name from YouTube to fucking Twitch. You backward silly bins. Everyone knows you cannot fucking do that. When you sign up to Twitch, you know you read the small dotted line and then you press agree. It's in the small fucking line, you silly.
Twitch can say you can put your YouTube name into your chat, but you can't use it as a channel.
Everyone know, I mean, I've got Twitch. Chris, even you know I've got Twitch. You know what I mean? Because you follow me on there. Thanks, Jessica. I love the heart. I love the heart. Sarani. Oh, sorry, my Korean's coming out. But yes, I've got a. I know. I need a new mic. I know. I'm so sorry. I need a new mic. But yes, I've got a Twitch account. Everyone knows I've got a Twitch account, and it's very, very, very rare I got my Twitch account. I mean, I only stream on Twitch from my Xbox One, but it's very rare. It's very rare I use it, quite honestly.
And when there's overends, hopefully
yeah, the Morvad.
Morvad. With my wife. So if Morvad ends, hopefully it does, I can actually get my computer from mate, and then I can use it for Steven. The gaming computer. So I can use it. But amazing.
It's hard because there's people like me and you, Chris, right? We've been on for ages. Fuck Dobby Country Hander. Fuck Resi, right? Fuck all them.
Yeah,
they don't know shit at the end of the day.
Yeah,
right? There's people like me and you that have process off on a daily basis. Work our ass off to get to where we are. And we're still working our asses off. But yet, these staff couldn't have let hit 1K. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. At the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? That's perfectly fine. She don't want to talk to me. That's fine. I no skin off my nose. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but technically she hasn't took it out on me. It's been fucking lost and fucking spraying her that keeps on going when you try to tell me what their crew's attacking her. I didn't beat me, how's it going for?
It's three-hander. I give you a heads up. Don't be coming in watching my streams. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your name is Nation.
Divination.
But thank you for the love. I really do appreciate it. Arigato. Thank you. Well, welcome. Since you are a friend of my honey.
I've seen him in his stream.
Hi.
Because when Cosmos was like do. I go wait, you catch up. Because the streams just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like you with his chest, it's impossible.
That's what I like to hear, that he's lovely with everyone. Hope we can become best friends. Maybe good friends. Oh, I got a hug. Oh, that is beautiful. I love my hugs and I love my hearts.
The best way to go Cosmos streams, just get up and check them, touch on the wall. It's big enough so you can keep up.
I'm gonna buy one of them, you know.
Because when he streams, it goes. Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm really gonna buy one of them, you know, when and if I can. But at the minute, you can have him. You can have him. You can have him. Yeah. You don't say me fucking saying otherwise. You can have him. You can fucking have him. Do you see me disagreeing at this moment? You can fucking happily have him. Have him.
Disagreeing for?
Because I'm fucking sick of him. Happily. Not in the slightest. Take it.
Baby.
What? Oh, it's fucking baby now, innit?
Yeah. Baby, why are you going to do that on low, cold, freezing nights?
It's called the teddy bear. No, no, not you. No, not you. I mean a big motherfucking teddy bear. Honestly, I don't think anyone would take it away from you. Just FYI, just put it actually out there. I don't actually think anyone would take it away.
You don't need a fucking blanket.
Oh no, you don't need a blanket when you're sleeping in bed next to him. He is your literally your hot water bottle. You would literally sweat to death if you slept next to this fucker. I do. I think about that basis.
And
you
that's
know,
me.
You know how he's...
a notation on, and I literally just fucking heat up with a hot water.
You know how he says, them cold, lonely nights. Nah. So this is the time I don't fuck. I'll do bed. Honestly, I've got a big double bed, right, and I'll just for all I care, you can sleep on the fucking settee. I want to start dusting that fucking big double bed for all I care. Honestly, get me a big teddy bear from behind me bastard wardrobe because he fell down, the bastard. My big giant teddy bear fell behind my bloody wardrobe. Mother!
Your house is right in the fucking front.
Yeah, right at the top of the front of my wardrobe, and he falls behind. I'm like, seriously. So I mean, I all I'm gonna do is just pull my big wardrobe out and then just grab my big teddy bear.
I mean, the past couple days I've had the window open.
And the fan.
And the fan on.
And everything.
Just so I can get some sleep.
Just so I can get some sleep because he's out like a cannon down there.
This is just just wearing a pair of shorts and no t-shirt. And just completely fucking hot.
It's like a bastard hot water bottle. Like, seriously. Major hot water bottle.
I love that, right? If you're in the hot sun, right? On there as a, but on
I love
your
all
thing,
these.
it comes a square because I'm not going to move it.
I like all of them. I love the virtual hugs. I love the hugs. I love the hearts. And I love the face around. I love the cute.
I love good thanks, that honestly does.
Thanks for the dislike. Appreciate it. Now fuck off. Anyway. Sorry. Seriously. Thanks for the dislike. Now fuck off. You're not wanted.
We literally tried to stream in the bedroom and the PlayStation 4 that you put a disc in. I had no fucking disc was touching eject.
I took my PlayStation into my bedroom and it kind of spit the disc back out. It was having its moment.
Wouldn't else put the fucking disc in?
The PlayStation was just having its moment. It was like, Dad! Don't want it.
No, I think that's because it's sister. No, brother,
she didn't fucking beep.
It was been perfectly fine. Put it in the bed and she can't fucking hear it.
But like I said, thanks for the you are. I know where you live. Keep going, because I'll send the fucking busies to your door. Okay, Shakespeare! But yeah, you're the one with only 86 subscribers. Whoa! Tanaka! You must be doing fucking something wrong. Now, me on the other hand, I've got way more than you. I talk to yourself, alright. It's not the fucking first time he's talking to yourself. I've even caught him talking to myself. I even recorded it and plastered it all over social media, man. No, I had fun.
Have you seen the YouTube comments made though? My sweet. And he's fucking literally talking to himself. Because he said he's going like that on his stream.
It's nice, Ryan.
Yeah, he was talking to himself.
Yeah, it's good.
It came up my sweet, but you literally seen him taking it out. Press send and the party went, hi, yeah. There was no fucking reply. He was literally talking to his fucking self.
You know my best one. You know the best one of it all is when he tries to fucking sing. You know how I say it tries.
Oh, when he's trying to throw that fucking skunk he's been tapping.
Tries. He sounds like a fucking strangling cat.
What's it called?
Mr. fucking Jason Derulo fucking wannabe. Can't dance to save his fucking life, right? Can't sing to save his fucking life. So how the fuck is he gonna become famous? Now me on the hand, I've been singing. I've been singing since. Here we go. Since I was
6.
no, actually 3 years old. That's how I can reach all the high notes. I've self-taught myself to reach all the high notes. I can keep a note on for lady an hour and a half without taking a breath. Now you tell me. Do you know what I mean?
We're buying a mic or buying a camera.
I'm fucking buying both, me.
Because you asked me, you said you want the camera.
Oh yeah, I want my camera back.
But I can't do anything until the shop's open. So the camera that went and fucking shut the shop.
Yeah, I want my camera back.
We're getting 2 cameras though.
No, we're getting 1. 2 is going to cost a little bit money.
No, not really. We can do it.
But yes, I mean, I've been to college. I've done my performing arts and all that. I've done my performing arts level 1. I got kicked out on my performing arts level 2 because of his twatting ex, and that was heavily time. And I just wanted to strangle a bitch, to be quite honest with you. But yes, I've been singing since I was a weeny little baby. And you can even ask my mom. I'm sick of it sometimes. God bless her soul. And my granddad, when he was alive, used to love me singing in his back garden. He used to open his window and go, "Go on, Dad, a pet!" He used to have fucking monsters out his window. He did?
Was it naughty times?
Oh, it was bad notes. I wasn't complaining. I used to sing for me grandparents' neighbours as well. I just used to, when my nana used, like, when my grandmother, aka Nana, used to do our garden, I just used to sing in the garden. She'd go, "Our Nana!" Make you pack it up at that fucking singing! Yeah, because I really get up. But, yeah, so that's a little bit like, some of you guys don't actually know I am a pretty much alright singer.
Unless you must need to see one and she started singing though.
No, I didn't mean to sing in the Need for Speed Run.
Had
Lovely Honesty, my best friend, said, "Don't sing us a song," so I sang him a song. I sang It's My Fiat
from Kingdom Hearts 3.
from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Now, we actually had to make turned up in that stream because when we started the stream, we did the intro and we turned the mic off and somebody talked. And then I was just in the bases, was bored today, I say this, and someone popped in, turned the mic on. I was saying, and honestly, I quite enjoyed it. Which is actually good and listening. No, I'm not one who enjoyed listening.
Right. Yep. I like to sing when I can.
I'm singing quite well.
You're tired of fucking wide awake.
And that's more need to speak.
I don't know.
And then because I'm really good to myself.
I don't know.
I can't even tell I've got someone.
Again, I don't know. Talk. When we end the stream, we talk. Hi?
You talk, I listen. But
You got that fucker right. I talk, you bastard listen.
But whenever you agree on again, I do it. So I don't know what game we're doing, I've been giving to one.
Oh, yeah, it comes. More like he bitching moons, not the other way around. Oh, Dan and your tantrum. Spit your fucking dummy out again. Go on. Spit your dummy out. Better yet, I'll make you a bopper. And I'll stick it in your fucking gob. Might knock you to bastard sleep. You daft twat. Hi, folks, you are. Hello. Welcome to my spring. How are you? Oh, fuck me. Oh. How you doing? Are you good? Are you sweet? Are you sound? And if you're a hater, well, just disappear because I can't be honest with you. That's what I'm gonna say. If you're a hater, disappear. Never come back again.
You never do it and don't really hear the people.
know what it does? Let it hit you on the way out. No, really, let it hit you on the way out. Because if it doesn't hit you on the way out, I'll make it fucking hit you on the way out.
But I get the sound from those they're not just slamming your face.
I slam what? Fucking face.
The door?
Oh, door. Before you were on about something. That's the
No,
point.
I feel like I'm standing in front of the door so you can hit the door.
But if you like the content, please check out this YouTube. See, you're fucking here, you disappeared. But if you like the content, please don't hesitate to check out this YouTube channel. The links are down below here somewhere. You've got the love, the share, the save, and the report. You can there. It's a little picture in the you know how I said it was kind of fucking. So yeah, we are gonna end the YouTube channel. If you like the content and you wanted to chat about, I'm not gonna lie about it. You saw the conversation. I talk about different things. I don't care as long as I get to know you guys. But we're gonna end there. So to then, take care. Respectful to each. Most importantly, I'm gonna say this. Bye bye.